some rules that exist have problems because they are strings with spaces, etc. So phone numbers. So to help us behind the scenes, we introduced this formatting feature. The feature was so nice we thought we can throw it in there so you can use it within your system yourselves, and it really will bring extra things to your system that you didn't realise you needed. So I'm going to make one and then we'll show you what it is. So first thing I'm going to do is the phone numbers. So this is customizing phone number fields to be consistent. So an example one I've got here already is that I have the contact entity with the mobile phone, the default country code, so when no country code is specified, what country are we to assume? Here we've used America. And when we're within that country, how do we want to format the record? If we're not within that country, how then do we want to format the record? And also, do we want to add punctuation in? So do you want brackets or do you want hyphens, etc. So let's make a new one. So I can now add a new one, which I want for contact. And I would like to add for telephone 1, executive business phone. My default country code is 1. I would like national when I'm within the same country that I'm assuming. If otherwise, I'd like international formatting, and I'd like the punctuation. So I can now save this record. This makes some changes behind the scenes. And what this is also doing is actually reformatting all your records that are already there. So this is now saved. If I now go back and see here, you'll see this is initializing. So this is now taking its time behind the scenes to process through. So if we wait for this to complete, so we can now see that's active. Active means that it's now updated. So I can now go to have a look at a contact. And I can pick a contact. Let's use this one. And let's input their phone number. So I'm going for, let's pick a random US sort of phone number. And I'll save this record. And you can see it's already formatted. It's put a country code on it, it's put the hyphens in. It's automatically made your phone numbers consistent. So if you're doing advanced finds and things like that, then you are immediately able to have faith that every record is formatted the right way. As an extension to the phone numbers, we also have the option for address formatting. So in the same way, I can go into an address. I have no field set up at the moment, but I can make a new one. In this case, I'd like to make it for account. So again, I can type account. I can say I want address 1, line 1. Now it's intelligent enough to know that we're using the out-of-the-box fields now. So it's pre-filled everything else in for me. That is customizable if you want that to be. Default country code, so this is the ISO code of your most used country, so we'll go US. And yes, I would like to standardize, I would like to keep things consistent throughout the system. So again, I can save this record. I get the same prompt saying it's making a couple of changes. Once it's made the changes, you can see the record is saved and it's initializing. I go back here again, I see it initializing, so this is now reformatting and checking all the addresses in the system currently. So we need to wait for this to complete. So now if I refresh this, we can see it's active. So to prove this is active, I can now go to an account. So if I go to this first account, in celebration of us being at Nashville, I can put an address in. So if I put a Nashville type address in, and I am in the state of Tennessee, with a zip code of, what should I use, 37214. So that's all the data I've put in the system. As soon as I save this, it's already, the DR became drive, it's added United States. It's even improved the postcode to get a more accurate zip code. And that's all done. That's now consistent throughout. So that is also automatically applied to all the records already in the system and will apply going forward. So an extra feature that we put in is the duplicate management dashboard. So that's this page. This page is a graph tracking all your duplicates over time. So this is who is bad at creating duplicates and who is good at creating duplicates. the top left icon, the top left graph, sorry, shows by person who's making them. We can see who's bad, who's good, who's very bad at making duplicates, and that's why it's red. On the right hand side, we've got a green chart showing who's good at fixing them. So while someone may be very bad at creating duplicates, they also quite clearly do resolve their own duplicates. So I can image one, scroll. And on this graph, at the bottom left, we can see, again in red, the negative side of it, we can track what is being duplicated, what entity, when the entity was made, and how common they're being used. So you can see if duplicates are more of a problem in the contacts than they are anywhere else. And on the right hand side, same thing. So what duplicates are being resolved. You can see here that we've got custom entities and all sorts of things that aren't available outside of the box. So this has been using our multi-record merge functionality behind the scenes as well. It's a little nicety to see your worst culprits and your best culprits and reward people for doing things correctly.